Good evening, everyone. I'm the final reader. I want to thank Mike, whom I think I met you on the phone in February, March. And we've had many conversations. Thanks to all my fellow writers. I haven't been able to attend all your readings, but I have all your books. So you'll probably hear from me. Thank you. Thank you to the audience. I read a part of this poem yesterday. I'll read the whole thing. It's just one poem I'm reading. It's called The Poets Awoke. The poets awoke. The poets awoke one morning. The poets awoke one morning to find. The poets awoke one morning to find that all their words had left them, fleeing into the blackness of night that had no end. The poets awoke one morning and found, as their mothers had warned when they were children, that there were some words too heavy for their tongues to lift, to carry the burden of speech. The poets awoke one morning and found, like birds fleeing a burning field, their words had simply up and flown away. No words to talk about what should not be. The poets awoke one morning and found their words smashed to smithereens, like so many bodies under 2,000-pound bombs. The poets scrabbled here, there, everywhere, under rubble, trying to find a word, a letter, a phrase. The poets awoke to find that words that appeared so inconsequential, the, and, but, this, that, even those had been destroyed. The poets awoke one morning to find that along with that, more portentous words like truth had disappeared. The poets awoke one morning, the poets awoke to find that even lies had gone, scurrying away so much vermin under bright lights. The poets awoke one morning to find that there was nothing to say, and how could they be poets with nothing to say? The poets awoke one morning thinking of words like carnage and war and brutality and history, like punishment and retribution. The poets awoke one morning to find those important words dead, of no consequence, lying in the gutter. How could they, the poets who awoke that morning, those mornings, do what poets do? And what do poets do? The poets awoke that morning to nothing, to no words. On awaking one morning, that morning, in the absence of words, in the absence of silence, the silence that is always absence, the poets turned to each other, then turned to face the world, to ask, who are we without our words, without our silences? How do we witness? On the morning that the poets awoke to find that all their words had fled, in consternation, in shock, in horror, that morning when they awoke to find that all their words had fled, like sweat pouring out of their pores, had fled them, forget rats on a sinking ship. They, the poets who awoke that morning, were drowned in the absence of words, their own words, in the absence of silence, in the silence that is absence. Perhaps that morning the poets awoke along with those who are bereft. Perhaps that morning the poets cried. Thank you.